Cycles at cyclesgaming.com. I'm a mulligan, this one lander that has a commercial district in it. Okay, we'll keep no action, but hopefully we'll draw into something. We can fetch up the forest through Utopia Sprawl. Then we do not get to play first. Warbringer, so we did draw into some action. So we could run out this Utopia, or Arbor Elf, and maximize our chances of, if we hit a 4-drop, getting to cast it next turn. Looks like we were playing against token strategy. Okay, yep. And our Yawgmoth, or is it just making a lot of tokens? Another Glorybringer. All right, so our opponent doesn't seem to want to chat, which is fine. So we can go Stomping Ground. I definitely want to kill this Gilded Goose. Yeah, I mean, they made a land drop. So maybe that's asking too much. Green, Utopia Sprawl, maybe red. This is going to be a good turn for us, though. So we will untap. Actually, we could kill Domri. We could kill the Gilded Goose now. Play that halfling. What do we want to kill? The goose has flying and can't kill. All right, that's a nice turn for us. That's a good turn too. And we drew into 2 Glorybringers, so maybe our luck has changed. So next turn we are looking at hopefully just burning to the ground anything they cast with a Glorybringer. Our best draw would be a Kiora, because then we can untap it. And we could probably cast the Kiora. We could cast the Kiora and the Glorybringer in the same turn, which would be amazing. All right, what do they got here? It's a squirrel deck. Okay. Get that many 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens. Okay. Think we can kill that and be okay. Oh man, just dragons. Talk about amazing. Amazing, as I said. So 1, 2. We didn't make a land drop though. 3, 4, 5. Now we're in the good position where we are able to just hopefully machine gun down anything they cast and kill them at the same time. So this turn we're going to hit for 7. Next turn we'll hit for 7. Kill whatever they play. And then hopefully that will be the game. Hopefully they can't play anything we can't deal with. And they scoop it up. All right, well, oh man. Okay. So our luck apparently has changed. We saw we kept a hand with no dragons and just drew 4 dragons in a row. So maybe Brotherhood's End looks good against them. Force of Vigors, maybe not so much. Normally I'll trim from the mana dorks since I'm on the play. So yeah, Bielka means Russian, or means squirrel in Russian, and they have Belka. You know, this could be Russian, Ukrainian. The languages are close, or it could just be a random name. All right, well, we have a halfling, and we have 2 dragons, but we're missing our 3-mana planeswalker. Do we risk it? Do we get lucky? Well, what's the worst hand? I think we're gonna want a little bit of interaction. All right, this is better. Maybe we put the district to the bottom. All right. Our opponent, Aussies, Cauldron Familiar. Dragon, that's a good one. I wonder if our opponent will pick your poison. We would be sad for that. Well, so this is our deck running as smoothly as I think possible, even though we mulled to 6. We're going to have, now they get their little combo going. We're going to have a turn 3 Domri. They can sacrifice a creature and sacrifice creature, create a food token. If the creature's toughness is 4 or greater, create 2 food tokens. This says sacrifice food, return it to the battlefield. They have a little loot, and we don't have any way of dealing. We didn't bring in any of our artifact fate. So they sacrifice a creature, they get a food token, they can just do this loop on end. So I think what we really want to do is just try to beat them before they can do that. But we'll see. I mean, they have 4 cards in hand. Their combo deck, I'm assuming that their combo can result in infinite swirls or something like that. So we're just gonna see what happens. Yep, sack it, get a food. I mean, they do have to pay 2, right? Or is it just sacrifice? Do they just get a sacrifice the food token with that in it? Or do they need another Cauldron Familiar? I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so they sack a food. They don't have to pay the mana. It's just if you would create a create food or treasure token instead, create one of each. Now they can sacrifice a creature. We're kind of in trouble, it looks like, but they did draw a lightning bolt, which is good. So we can lightning bolt or install. We can glory bringer. We'll try the glory bringer again. They got their engine. And they will make some things. Yeah, it's interesting. So the Cauldron Familiar is in the graveyard, but it says sacrifice of your food, return Cauldron Familiar from the graveyard to the battlefield. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. You don't have to pay the mana to sacrifice the food. It's just interesting. It grants you an ability from the graveyard that allows you to sacrifice a food without paying the mana to get the Cauldron Familiar back. I'm just thinking I'm trying to think if there are other cards that do, like Bloodcast, right? When you play a land, it enters from the grave. I guess that grants you the ability of playing a land to get it back. So maybe that's just the way they all work. And I'm only just now putting it together with this Cauldron Familiar. So they have 3 energy. They can pay X energy and sacrifice a creature. Return it to your hand. Return to your creature with mana value. So they got they got another loop going on. We have some other ways of interacting though, so that's good. Can we race them? That is the big question. We'd like to hit a land here, just so that we can hold a lightning bolt to try to kill this academy manufacturer. Oh, they're just gonna go for it now. All right. I'll say that it's exciting to play a different deck. They get a food token, which means they get a whole bunch of other stuff. Now they have all kinds of things. This is where Brotherhood's End would be a really good draw for us. Can we find it? Play it again. Have all the mana in the world. So I guess we need to bring in endurance, is what we're learning here. They wanted to go for the Gilded Goose, so they need to get, yeah, man, Brotherhood, we need 2 Brotherhoods in, basically, but Brotherhood's in would be good. Is this a loop? I'm just very confused. Yeah. Okay, well, that's not a land, so we are unable to Lightning Bolt. We could Stomp and Lightning Bolt. And then attack for either have them fight. I mean, they just have so much mana and so many things to do with that mana. And they have that Stothian Nightmare again that can just keep bringing back the Academy worker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could go Lightning Bolt, Stomp. Kind of just think we're priced in on having to go all in with the Glory Bringer and then just hopefully putting ourselves in a position where we don't die, but we can kill them. We're going to just keep getting this Academy worker back. They're going to block or not? They do not. All right, so we're in a. Let's see if they can't kill us this next turn. We can actually Thundermaw Hellkite for the win. We can even have the Exerta. We'll see. I mean, they have a lot of mana. Will they find a way to go infinite? This is it. This is the turn. They have to figure out a way to win. All right. I mean, they can gain a lot of life, but they have to sacrifice a lot of tokens to do so. Yep. And I mean, this does allow them to. We still really want to hit a land. So they're gaining a life. How did they gain a life? What am I missing here? Maybe just from that. All right, so I get the manufacturer back. Probably just F6 through this, to be honest, and see what they do. How much? I mean, they have a really powerful engine. If we can draw a land, we can go Thundermaw, Lightning Bolt, swing in, get that back. Yep. Yep. Can we race them? Will they go infinite? They have 3 cards in hand. They have a ton of tokens. They can gain 9 life. Get more food tokens. Sure, yeah. Man, Brotherhood's End would be so nice off the top right now. Yep, sure. Now you have 7 mana with those treasure tokens. Cast the Nightmare again. So is this infinite? I think this might be infinite if they're able to get the Cauldron Familiar back again and again. So they use their treasure. Play the Nightmare. I think they could go infinite, right? Am I just missing it? So they play that Jothian Nightmare. Get the energy, bring the Cauldron Familiar back, sacrifice it. Get a clue, get all these things, do it again. You know, maybe they run out of mana eventually. Yep, enters, you get return it to your hand, target creature card from mana value. Yep. So now they're going to. How much can they do? They're going to keep getting treasure tokens. So they're actually. They have to don't want to lose one, So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out treasure token. I don't think it's infinite yet. I think they're going to eventually run out of mana. But I could be wrong. Okay, now they have another one that they can get some more treasures from. Now is that sack foods? Yeah. No, our opponent didn't chat back with me, so we'll see if they ever want to tell me that this goes infinite. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield. So I think now they are probably in a position where they can sacrifice a food, get the Cauldron Familiar back, get two food, and then they get treasures, and I can just do that a number of times. Get a food, which gives them a treasure. Now they're going to the end step, and they're at 15. So we really need a land, and then hopefully they don't hit anything that we can that's really going to hurt us. Yeah, Orcish Bowmasters, sure. It was to 7. They have 2 treasures, so they're ostensibly at 18 right now. With that, oh, man, I just think that they can do this infinite amount of times. I don't know why they're not. All right, we drew a land. We really could have used also a. We also could have just used a. What's in right there? All right, so let's go for a mountain. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hit for. Man, we're so close. We're so close. Hit for 11, but it's not enough. Our one up Thundermaw tapping down all of their gilded geese. I mean, we have the 5 points of burn in hand too. Is the thing. Put 2, but then they can just sack, go up to 5 again. All right. Well, now we know. We need to bring in endurances and perhaps forces of vigor. It's a lot. Could also just bring in enchantment, destroy target creature with flying. So forces of vigor can really help. Endurances help. What else did we bring in? Brotherhood's End is a significant big blowout. Maybe Bone Crusher's Giant. I mean, we're bringing in a lot of removal here. So we can go down. Oh, we want to have that in, so we need to get rid of 4 cards. Okay, so the haste is really important. If we go down 1 Domri, 1 Kiora, 1 Glorybringer, 2 Glorybringers. It's tough. We're really watering down our threats, but being able to shut down the graveyard seems like a good plan. All right, well, we have a little bit of ramp. We don't have any of our sideboard cards, but We'll see if this is good enough. We might get lucky. It's hard to turn down a playable hand. It's a turn 3 dragon if we draw a land. And that's what we want. That's kind of like our best start. So what we can do is lightning bolt anything that we need to. They're on delighted halfling. We can bolt the bird. So, ooh, Brotherhood's End is a really good draw for us. We definitely want to find. Well, we need another red source now, but we definitely need another land. And this Brotherhood's End to hit artifacts is great, but we don't want to use it just to snipe creatures, because look at our hand, look at our board. I mean, we're very creature heavy right now, obviously. So, all right, and this is it. This might be the difference in the game. If we can draw a red source here, because these delighted halflings will not help us cast our dragon. We need another red source. So we need an untapped red source. No commercial districts, please. Untapped red source, please. Untapped red source, please. Untapped red source, please. Hallelujah. 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 Yeah, I can't sing. In case you were wondering, and I'm aware of that. Do we care about this delighted halfling? What could it do? What's the worst it could do? I think we're going to exert it and continue this plan. So now next turn we'll put them to 10, hopefully. It's possible that we should have just ignored the halfling and saved. Man, they had 3 halflings. They put one in the graveyard and just saved our exert for the next threat. But we do have the Brotherhood's End, and they scoop up the match. I think they might not be aware of the fact that, oh man, that was beautiful, that we have, that it doesn't untap. I'm sure they are aware, but okay, well, they scooped it up. All right, well, we'll take it. For Johnny Cycles, for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one. This has been another edition of Dragons and Modern. I'm Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. If you haven't already, please be sure to check out my website, where you can read about my various commander decks, watch the gameplay from all of my modern brews, and read my science fiction fantasy novel, The Podkind, that I'm publishing serially. And if you like my content, please be sure to click that subscribe button over there on YouTube. Everybody counts. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.